Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Picture a town run by women where men must obey every word they're told. If something like that doesn't have you running scared, then you might want to visit China. The Ministry of Tourism is using the old traditional concept that women rule, men obey, to attract tourists by building the first ever women's only town. It's a place where women would play the dominant role, deciding where to eat and what to do and so on. The punishment for men who disobey will be to wash dishes in a restaurant or kneel on an uneven board. And the project's expected to take 3 to 5 years to finish. I better not let my wife find out about this one. Jane from California was thrilled with this concept. It's about time women got the respect they deserve. Men will finally get a taste of their own medicine. I definitely want to visit this attraction. Amma in Lagos doesn't really see the purpose of it. What's the point of creating such an unrealistic place? After they leave, many women will be back in the subservient roles they've always led. This town is just one big tease. Ahmed in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia thinks this kind of mentality needs to be brought to the Middle East. Maybe men in my part of the world should go to China just to see this place and learn how to treat our women. I think if they saw something like this, they'd start realizing how unjustly many Arab women are treated. Now, a women's only town may not be something to laugh at, but many of New York City's elderly will be doing just that, not to be mean, but to be healthy. A group of seniors in Manhattan have taken to giggles and cackles to retain a youthful spirit by participating in the exercise of laughing yoga. At first, they were a little shy and too embarrassed to really let loose, but it didn't take long for them to get noisy. Laughing yoga was first invented in Mumbai in India in 1995 by Dr. Madan Kataria, who noticed the benefits laughter had on the human mind and body. I also have to mention that clucking like a chicken is also in the routine. Let's see what you thought of this. Martha in the UK has had personal experience with it. I know when I've been upset at something, a good laugh always lifts my spirits and rejuvenates me. I know many people would, ironically, laugh this kind of exercise off, but I believe it works. Sammy in Sydney thinks that any kind of activity for the elderly is beneficial. As long as seniors are maintaining an active lifestyle, their outlook on life should remain positive. It's really an issue of mind over matter. And Santiago from Madrid thinks it's a waste of time. Laughing can't provide a better outlook because if things are going horribly in your life, nothing can make you feel more positive. Laughing yoga just seems like something someone came up with to make some money. How vain is it to create a robot in your own image? Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro, a Japanese researcher, has invented an android that looks and acts exactly like him, so he probably doesn't think it's all that vain. The robot, Geminoid, has the same mannerisms, facial expressions, and even the same hair specimen as Ishiguro. Motion picture systems were used to make sure all of Geminoid's movements mimic those of its creator. The professor is hoping that lookalike androids will enable people to be in two places at once or make appearances where they themselves would rather not go. To like an all-women's town in China, maybe. Sticking with Japanese creations, we turn to the art of origami. In this next clip, it's more like origami meets an action movie. Take a look. Fascinating, but I sometimes think people have too much time on their hands. That's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.